I was in a master's program at the Master of Social Work program, which was offered by Florida State University, which is based in Tallahassee, which is about a 2.5 hour drive from where I live in the area of Gainesville, Florida. And I was doing a master's degree program offered on the campus of University of Florida in nights, because I had we had a family with two small children at the time, and so I was employed in the day. I was a children and family counselor with the state of Florida in the Department of Foster Care, and so it was a night program. Got my master's in social work, and the professors, they all encouraged me to get a PhD, which I wasn't thinking about doing, but they encouraged me to get a PhD because they were. Anyhow, in all of my papers, I was integrating this kind of sublime wisdom in modern social science terminology, and they were like very moved by it. So I said, you have a lot to offer. You should do a PhD. So, and they not only offered it, they gave me money. They said, we'll give you money to do a PhD. So I thought, like, all right, no, really, they not just like waived the tuition. They gave me like $50,000. They really wanted me to do a PhD, seriously. So I took this as, this must be like higher power speaking through them. I'm meant to do this. And then I said, and I said, like, okay, but like for my life, I had lots of responsibilities at the time. And for my life, like, you know, I'm not going to relocate to Tallahassee because they didn't have PhD program off campus, you know, near where I live. So they co-created with me some special arrangements that, like, I'd only need to come to Tallahassee one day per week for a few months over the course of a year. And one of the special arrangements is there's a series of 4 research courses. There's a series. It's level 1, 2, 3, 4. Statistics and social science research. So according to the schedule, and when we're starting, the only one of the courses that was offered was number 3 in the research sequence, number 3. And so number 1 wasn't going to be offered for another 2 semesters. So we agreed, I'll start with number 3. So I drive up to Tallahassee. And I walk into the classroom. It's my first day in PhD school. Got my lunch basket, stuff like that. And so yeah, it's my first day in PhD school, and it's one of these small, it's like there was four or five students and the professor. So I get there, and then the professor's name is Neil Abel, and everyone else they've already done number 1 and 2. They've already done a lot of research process. They're in process. So Neil Abel starts, and he became my main mentor, my major professor for the Maha Mantra dissertation. Anyhow, so Neil Abel starts the class, and it's like 5 of us there. And he goes, okay. So he goes, so by the end of this class, which is like 12, 14 weeks later, by the end of this class, your requirement is to develop, design, conduct a research project, and write it up into an article, and it gets accepted into a respected social science research journal. Okay, so then he starts. He goes, okay, what's your project? And he calls one, and each one, because they've been thinking about this for like, not months, like years, and they've already developed it to like, that's already 80% complete. But I got an exception to come in at so each one goes, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then I'm the last one, and he goes, David. So, yeah, so so I wanted to appear like, yes, I've carefully thought about this, but I just came from Gainesville, landed in, it's like, okay, so then what I noticed came out of my mouth. What I noticed came out of my mouth was, I'm going to develop a personality assessment inventory based on the ancient psychology of the three gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas. Okay, and then yeah. So then I said, where did that come from? Yeah, and then Neil will say, "Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, I'll support you in that." He does like some sort of yoga, and so he was, "Oh, well, I support you in that." Yeah, like that. So then, so like what? Like I got through that tense moment, without appearing as bewildered as I actually was. So, but then I realized now I need to actually do this. Now, so basically, like I had about like 2 days to catch up on the first two courses to figure out what do I do here. So that was fun.